What's up, people? This is KM.Little right here. We're going to be watching the rise and fall of the most corrupt mayor in America. So let's get to it.
Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Tiffany Henyard. Tiffany Henyard. Tiffany Henyard.
Tiffany Henyard is around. It is always interesting.
Only one word come to mind, and that's demon, possessed.
I've never seen anybody work so hard. I'm going to the end with her.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
How are you? To you, what is the biggest thing against Tiffany that you would say don't vote for her whatsoever?
Only give me one.
No, you won't.
From Vegas to Chicago, rolling around in Tahoe.
But you said Keith Friedman bought him, right? What is this?
What is that?
That's your signature, dude.
That someone used, and I told you that.
So someone
what I gotta
forged
lie
your
for?
signature.
They did?
Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor. She's the local politician from Dalton, Illinois, south side of Chicago, that's been causing international headlines about her antics. We did a piece on her about a year ago to this day, and we cooked her. Over 5 million of you tuned in to see the antics and the corruption that were happening in Dalton, Illinois. And I kept in touch with Tiffany. Every now and then I'd kind of tease her on Instagram when I'd be in her town. "You on your block, Tiffany? What you gonna do about?" And she never responded. Until September 11, 2024, she said, "Hello, give me a call," which I was surprised to hear because we didn't make the friendliest piece about it. I called her and texted her, and it took until November to get on a phone call with her. I think one of the important pieces will just be us getting a sit down, clearing the air, talking about, you know, you can address like, hey, when you said this in your piece, like this is where I think it was wrong, and then I can respond to that. And
What makes you want to do this anyway? What's wrong with you? You alright?
because I think you're an interesting person, and I think I like covering one-of-one characters, and I think you're a one-of-one character. After that, it took until February to book an in-person meeting. But she reached out and said she wanted to tell the story from her point of view and show me what it's like in the life of a super mayor. And that me and the rest of the media that covered her are fake news, and that we lied on her name. Is that possible? She tried inviting me to a turkey giveaway, but I said, I don't want to just do PR for you, Tiffany. Because I wanted to see for myself in person, Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor, the cult of personality that's behind the international headlines of controversy and chaos. When I spoke to her on the phone, she was adamant that I had done her dirty, that she is actually a hero in the town. At one point, she actually compared herself to Jesus Christ. There's so much out there about this.
See, this is the thing, though, right? If you did not read or watch what happened in his last video and stuff like that, basically, she was using the city money to have a lavish lifestyle. Like, she bought a Tahoe with the city money. She was going on trips, getting expensive hotels, expensive hair. And it's just like, it don't matter how much you do for the city if you spending the city's tax money or you spending this. Well, I don't know how the city money goes, but I'm pretty sure it's like, I'm guessing it's tax money and stuff like that. I ain't never really looked too much into it, but if you spending the city money in general, the city's funding on your own personal stuff, it's just like, it doesn't matter how much good stuff you do, you still wrong for spending the city money on personal stuff. Spend your own annual income. You should not be spending the city's money. They don't. No, I could never agree with it.
Stuff we've done, that to just like think 100% of it is false. It's hard to believe.
But then they do that to Jesus Christ. So what's the difference with Tiffany Henyard?
In Jesus
I'm
Christ.
being crucified in the public eye.
So it got me wondering, is it possible that she has been totally misrepresented and she is actually the hero the town of Dalton has been looking for, and that she's a servant of the people? Or is it possible that she is the biggest villain the town has ever seen, a pathological liar, and an agent of chaos destroying the city? Last year when we covered her, we brought the receipts. This year when we covered her, we brought even more. A whole lot of them, in fact. We're talking federal indictments on the table here, folks. Let's go to Dalton, Illinois, and see what it's really like meeting the super mayor, Tiffany Henyard. And for those that don't remember, let's first recap Tiffany Henyard's insane behavior that we documented on our first piece on her. Remember, folks, she is a mayor of a small South Chicago town of 20,000 people and found it necessary to roll around in a convoy of Tahoes with armed security escorting her out of the car like a queen. When she took office in 2022, Dalton had a surplus of $5.6 million, and now just over 2 years later is in a deficit of $3.65 million. In the category of outrageous spender, Tiffany gets a gold medal. Among her her expenditures, Tiffany paid the police overtime to protect her, including one officer that logged over 300 hours on a single payroll. She took first-class flights and ate at steakhouses around the country, spent $1 million+ on her own personal ice rink, spent $5,000 just on wigs, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But now, folks, things are a little different. The walls seem to be closing in around Tiffany. She no longer has her Tahoes, she has to rely on her married boyfriend Kamal to drive her around, and she is under heavy federal investigation where apparently many of her former allies are beginning to turn informant on her. Today's episode will consist of 2 parts. Part 1 is us spending a day hanging out with Tiffany, and Part 2 is us covering Election Day in Dolton against her top rival, Jason House. There's a lot of action here today, folks, so let's dive in. You smell that? It's election season, folks. We're back, touching down on Dolton, and today's the election that determines whether Tiffany Henyard stays as mayor or someone else wins. We're here, boots on the ground, ready to rock and roll and get to the bottom of this. So I'll keep you posted as the story develops.
You did videos like with game bangers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You look more clean cut though.
Thank you. I got a whole lot of Tahoes.
Today we interviewed her and she's excited. She said she's going to take home the win.
I see no competition. So when I come in with a landslide this evening, I'm gonna be so great. Y'all can all come to the after party and we can talk about it.
It's election day. What's going through your head?
We're waiting on these results to come in and have a landslide victory. We got tired of the lack of transparency, lack of engagement in the community, disrespect to the community, and first-class trips being done on our taxpayer dime. So we sat down together. I was selected. I'm pleased to be selected from the team.
You know what? I'm going to see who's Dolton, Illinois' mayor right now. I want to know who won, so let's see who won. Well, it looked like Jason Bourne won, and he won by a landslide. So, good thing she's out, because no city should have $5 million in surplus, and then your last, within a year or two, you in a deficit of $3 million. Oh no, you pocketing some of that money. You money laundering. It's something. But if she gonna do that, hopefully she have at least some money for a legal team. She definitely need that.
And now it's time that we change the narrative of Dolton.
To you, what is the biggest thing against Tiffany that you would say don't vote for her whatsoever?
You're only gonna give me one. It really is the image that's been put on our community, because our community is not what's being portrayed in the media. And then we look up and don't have the resources that we really need.
She said that the FBI has not contacted her whatsoever. Is that possible?
I think it's possible that they haven't contacted you yet, but I also would say the subpoenas led a clear trail on what they're interested in.
WGN Investigates has obtained copies of new subpoenas that show the investigation is widening.
Describe the character of Tiffany Henyard.
Only one word come to mind, and that's demon, possessed. I am praying that tonight the village of Dolton will be victorious in getting rid of Tiffany Henyard and her goons. They even came to my house.
She said she didn't buy the Tahoes and none of the vehicles you purchased.
No, hell no.
Her signature is on the lease.
So she definitely bought the Tahoes.
Yeah, I mean, her signature is all over them. Of course she bought the Tahoes.
Her very brilliant boyfriend Kamal had an explanation though.
It's not even her responsibility. Her responsibility is to be a mayor. You got people that stand next to you that's supposed to be handling the business. By the time it makes it to you, it's for approval.
This is Kamal, a married man who is also Tiffany's boyfriend, chief advisor, and her full-time driver. And you may be familiar with him as the guy that got into a brawl at Tiffany's town hall meeting.
Brawl just the latest drama for Henyard, who also serves as Dolton mayor and is under investigation by the FBI.
With his prestigious resume of running a car wash / party venue that currently owes over $148,000 in back taxes, Tiffany wisely selected him to be the director of Thornton Township's youth programming with a salary of $108,000.
That still falls on you. You were supposed to train them. You were supposed to watch them. You didn't do that.
She not only knew about it, she told them what type to get.
Is there any chance you think she wins today?
I think we're going to win, and our goal is to win with 82% of the vote.
She doesn't have a shot in hell.
What are you looking for to happen today?
change. It is absolutely disgusting what's happened in this village over the last 4 years.
Because the people of Dalton, they just deserve better.
Who do you think are her allies? Like, why would someone support her at this point?
She take people and she give them the most they've ever made.
You can take that, scan that QR code, all the information there. So I don't want to.
But here's the thing: if it's the truth, why you're not going to speak on it? See, that's the thing. If you're really passionate about the truth, I would say it.
We team Tiffany. She's a wonderful mayor.
What do you love about her?
Everything.
You think she's going to win today?
I hope.
Did you guys vote for her the first time around?
This is what people say when they don't have something specific that they like about someone or something. They be like, I just love everything about them. Is there anything that's specific that you can point out? Nah, I just like everything. it's just like, man, like, where in the world? If you really like something or someone, or I don't know, like, you would have something specific that makes it very attractive to you for you to like. It's something about it you gotta like. The color of the car. I mean, if it's a car, like, oh, I just love everything about the car. Is it anything specific? No, I just like the car. You like the color? No, I just like the car. Like, it sounds stupid.
I never did.
No.
I never did.
No.
I helped her with her
certainly
campaign.
did not.
And what made you leave her campaign?
I was more than just that to Tiffany. I was her daughter's godmother.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're voting against her.
I don't live here in Dalton. I flew in from Florida to be here.
What made you do that?
My husband's the ex-police chief.
Lewis?
Collins.
Oh.
Shame on you.
What's your guys' take on Lewis Lacey?
He's a joke. He's a shame. He's a disgrace.
Folks, last time I was in Dalton, something happened to me and my team that I felt was wrong. There's a stop you need to make. Last year when I visited Dalton, I tried to find Tiffany for an interview at the local town hall. In doing so, I was absolutely swarmed by Dalton PD, and I had a showdown with Lewis Lacey, the former police chief who is built like a potato.
I know who you are, got your information, get it right.
That sounds like a threat.
Coming back valid. Okay, gentlemen, have a good day.
Are you gonna get in your vehicle? I'll get in mine, you get in yours?
Hey, go to your car. Have a good day.
So today I visited Dalton PD headquarters to look for Lacey to have a friendly conversation. I'm looking for an old friend. Lewis Lacey?
He hasn't been employed with the village since like August.
Is Lewis Lacey here? Oh. If you guys find him, let him know that I'm interested in beating his ass, all right? Thank you. Lewis Lacey, if you're any type of man, which I know you're not, you find me at Tommy G. McGee on Instagram, and you take me up on this challenge. Officer Lacey, you want to handle this like a real man? I will pay you a week's salary. Any gym in Illinois or Wisconsin, I'll meet you there, I'll handle it like men. If I lose, I give it to you. If I win, I donate to charity. And I'm pretty sure you're going to keep your little butt in the office. You're not going to take up a real challenge. I'll expedite.
Ain't no officer gonna do that. Ain't no officer, ain't no policeman gonna do that. Policemen be like policemen. I ain't gonna talk bad about policemen, but you know, it's a good thing we got police. You know what I'm saying? Forget what anybody says. It's a good thing we got police because we need somebody who gonna handle all of this stuff. But ain't no policeman gonna take that, especially somebody who out of shape. So that's when they chasing somebody, they get out of shape chasing somebody. Like, bro, no, like, nah, in my opinion. But he ain't gonna take it. But if y'all like this video right here, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. What's good, people? This is KM.Little right here. Thank you for watching this video. In this clip right here, I am showing you my different YouTube channels. They are in the link in the description. If you like this video, I'm pretty sure you will love my other channels. Also, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out.